From ingredients to portion sizes, we wanted to know all the differences between Shake Shack and In-N-Out. This is Food Wars.
This isn't a standard Food Wars episode. We're pitting two different US chains against each other, which means we're gonna do things slightly differently. We're gonna be keeping score as we go, and at the end, we'll decide objectively which chain is the best. Here's everything you can get at an In-N-Out burger.
Here's everything you can get at a Shake Shack.
I'm gonna make a case on why I think the In-N-Out menu is better.
I've been to a lot of In-N-Outs, I've been to a lot of Shake Shacks, but today I am going to make the case as to why I think the Shake Shack menu is just better, but the points will be awarded by our independent referee, which should be Harry, popping in somewhere.
You are absolutely right, Nico. To make sure this is fair, I'm going to step in as the neutral referee. I want a nice clean fight. Let's go.
Obviously, these are two different restaurants, so everything is going to be an exclusive, but we're going to start off with the burgers. The Shake Shack burgers consist of the cheeseburger, hamburger, the Shack burger, which is my personal favorite, bacon cheeseburger, the Smoke Shack, the Shroom burger, the Shack Stack, which is a Shroom burger and a regular burger stacked on top of each other. I am not the biggest fan of mushrooms, but it looks pretty good. This is a huge burger. The Shroom part of this Shack Stack looks empty. Like, it looks really empty in there. It looks hollow. It tastes really, really good. I'm very surprised because I really don't like mushrooms, but this works really well with the regular patty. Because I'm having a hard time finding the mushroom in the Shack Stack, I do kind of want to taste the Shroom burger on its own to see if it's any more obvious. The Shroom burger on its own is definitely a lot more mushroomy, but still I feel like the main flavor you get is of whatever this crispy coating is, which tastes pretty delicious.
In-N-Out has fewer burger options, but they also have a not-so-secret menu with even more burgers. These first three are on the official In-N-Out menu. Starting down here, we got the hamburger and, of course, cheeseburger. This, to me, is probably what I get every time. I like the cheese with the onions, yeah. Then the double-double or the double cheeseburger.
Next, we have the Veggie Shack. I also want to take a bite of this. I feel like this is just another one of those cases where I'm not really getting the full flavor of the patty because everything else is kind of overwhelming. The pickles and the fried onions is mainly what I taste. Then we have the avocado bacon burger. Believe it or not, there is avocado in here. We also have a new burger, which is the Spicy Shackmeister. It has cherry peppers in it, some fried onion, and a seasoning. I don't think I know anything about cherry peppers. They kind of taste a little bit pickled, like there's just like a little brininess to them that's actually pretty tasty.
Now the not-so-secret menu has the double meat, that's 2 beef patties. You do protein style, which replaces the buns with lettuce. Animal style, which animal style is Thousand Island dressing, diced onions, and pickles. I don't like pickles, but Thousand Island dressing and diced onions, let's go. The vinegariness of the pickles with Thousand Island and the onions, very nice addition. And as seen before, the 3x3 and the 4x4, which is 3 patties of meat, 3 slices of cheese, or 4 patties of meat, 4 slices of cheese. Come on, guys. You're getting this, you're just showing off. I would argue you're better off getting 2 double cheeseburgers than the 4x4.
I think Shake Shack gets 1 point for having more options. I think selection is a good thing. I'm almost tempted to deduct a point from In-N-Out for that lettuce burger, but I'll let it slide for now.
Apparently a quad burger with 4 patties existed at some point on the unofficial Shake Shack secret menu. The option to add more patties seems to be gone now, so we're just gonna Frankenstein our own quad burger. All right, I can do it. Okay. Don't look at me. Everyone turn around. I would never order that. That's just like way too much meat to be enjoyable right now. But it is possible. Anything is possible. Moving on to the chicken options, Shake Shack offers the avocado bacon chicken, the chicken shack, the hot chicken, and chicken bites, which look really, really good. I actually haven't seen a spicy chicken sandwich on their menu for a while. I feel like this is a recent addition, so I do want to taste it. That's a really good chicken sandwich. I feel like a lot of people sleep on the chicken options at Shake Shack. They're all really, really good. And I do feel like this looks more filling than their regular burgers. It just looks like a hearty piece of chicken. I do want to try one of the chicken bites too. I'm gonna use some Shack sauce. I'm a dipper. I need sauce always. They're good. They're just a lot saltier than the chicken patties in any of their chicken sandwiches, which is confusing to me.
If you're in the mood for chicken, do not come to In-N-Out because they have none. In-N-Out hasn't changed the menu since 1976, so I don't think they're planning on adding chicken to the menu anytime soon. In-N-Out's small menu seems to be working out for them really well though. They make everything fresh, so probably helps simplifying day-to-day operations, plus bigger menus means increased costs.
You made a pretty good case there, Joey, but I think Shake Shack still gets 1 point for having chicken options.
We also have a couple non-burger options. There's a grilled cheese and a BLT. I love when a restaurant makes their sandwiches with grilled burger buns. Like the grilled cheese with the burger buns is very elite to me, and I don't know why, it just tastes really good. It's like extra buttery, extra delicious. I don't know what it is.
In-N-Out also has a grilled cheese. Pretty much the only vegetarian menu item they have that isn't a side or a milkshake.
If you're not in the mood for a burger, Shake Shack also has hot dogs. They started out as a hot dog place, so it's kind of cool that they've held on to the tradition of making hot dogs. You'll notice that they slice their hot dogs right down the middle. This method helps cook the hot dogs more evenly. I personally love the split hot dogs. I love all the caramelization that you get, but I don't think Joe is a fan.
Yeah, split hot dog, I hate it. Completely pointless, doesn't change the taste of it at all.
Flag on the play. Look at the state of that hot dog. No points for that one.
For sides, we've got fries, cheese fries, bacon cheese fries, spicy fries with ranch, and spicy cheese fries with ranch. These are new to the menu. I don't know if they're gonna be permanent forever, but we were able to get them today. We as a nation just cannot stay away from the ranch, can we? I've never even heard of like ranch and fries together, not even as like a dipping sauce with regular fries. Oh my God, no, I've never heard of that. I kind of want to try the fry without the ranch first, hold on. It's that same spicy seasoning that we saw on that chicken sandwich and on one of the burgers. It is really spicy when it's so liberally applied. I do think that these fries are definitely better with the ranch than without it, and it also helps tame some of that spiciness. This is interesting. I don't know if I'm fully sold on dipping fries in ranch, but it doesn't taste bad.
In-N-Out does have fries, and I'm sorry, but this is where In-N-Out suddenly becomes not so great. You can get various customizations and secret menu ones. The fries, just avoid them. Right here are the regular fries. Let's take a bite. Terrible. Also got the animal style fries, right? Onion, Thousand Island, cheese. Better. You can also get Asper fries well done, where I think they cook them twice or just make them extra crispy. They're not, the problem is they're not very salty. You also get cheese fries. Not bad. Yeah, because there's cheese on them. You can also get something called roadkill fries, which is animal style plus a beef patty. I asked there and the guy said, you can be animal style and a beef patty. I gotta make it myself, whatever. Also lemon pepper fries, where it's again, just you take a lemon wedge and squeeze it on your fries and then pepper them. I'm not doing that. I'm not the first person to say it. These fries are not good. I like the animal style and I like the cheese fries because they both have cheese on it and sauce and fun stuff. But yeah, these fries, like, not only are they weak, but they're bland and dry. Ugh. No good.
Joe, you're not doing a very good job of advocating for In-N-Out there. I'm gonna have to give Shake Shack the point. Those fries look better.
It's time for sauce talk. Sauce talk, sauce talk.
Sauce talk.
For exclusive sauces, we only have the Shack sauce. The real sauce recipe is a secret, but they give a close enough recipe in the Shake Shack cookbook. This sauce contains Hellmann's mayonnaise, Dijon mustard, Heinz ketchup, kosher dill pickling brine, interesting, and cayenne pepper. I think the Shake Shack sauce is a really good burger sauce that just works well with any food.
In-N-Out has their own special sauce known as spread, and the recipe is top secret, but there are a bunch of copycat recipes out there. That is what's part of the animal style, and we saw it on some of the burgers earlier. It is possible the sauce contains mayo, ketchup, sweet pickle relish, and white wine vinegar. It tastes exactly like Thousand Island dressing.
Those sauces just sound the same. You can both have a point.
As for soft drinks, Shake Shack offers Coke, Diet Coke, Dr. Pepper, Fanta Orange, Sprite, Ginger Ale, Coke Zero, Draft Root Beer, Shack Made Lemonade, 50/50 Lemonade, which is half iced tea, half lemonade, Strawberry Lemonade, and Dragon Fruit Pomegranate Lemonade, which you can order caffeinated. And you can also get organic Harney & Sons iced tea and Honest Kids organic apple juice. I am a lemonade lover. I really like the lemonade at Shake Shack, but what I am interested in trying is this new Harvest Berry lemonade. These are caffeinated. They have like a few different flavors, and they have all these odd ingredients that I've just never heard put together. Here are those ingredients. Cinnamon was the ingredient that really jumped out at me because I'm like, cinnamon in my lemonade? That's kooky. It has a slightly medicinal taste that reminds me of tea, but not like a fun iced tea, just like when you're sick and you're drinking tea. But it's not bad. I can definitely taste the cinnamon, and it's just a little off-putting because of the tartness, and then I get the cinnamon. I don't know, it's not like super working well together for me, but it's not bad.
At In-N-Out, you have an option of Coke, Diet Coke, 7-Up, Dr. Pepper, Root Beer, Pink Lemonade, and Minute Maid Zero Sugar Lemonade. You can also get iced tea, coffee, milk, and hot chocolate.
I think Shake Shack gets one more point for the soft drinks. They look pretty good, and if you describe something as like tea, I'm gonna vote for it.
We cannot forget about the milkshakes. I love Shake Shack milkshakes. They have their core flavors that are always on the menu: vanilla, chocolate, which also has a non-dairy option, vanilla and chocolate, strawberry, black and white, and cookies and cream. They do seasonal flavors pretty often. Right now they have the triple chocolate brownie shake and the Oreo cookie funnel cake shake. The black and white shake and the chocolate and vanilla shake are actually different things. I didn't realize this at first, but this is the black and white shake. This is vanilla custard with fudge syrup mixed all up in there, which gives it like a little chocolatey taste. I just feel like it's gonna taste like a chocolate milkshake. I don't really get why it's its own flavor. The vanilla and chocolate shake flavor is just the vanilla custard and the chocolate custard mixed together. I'm actually gonna take a sip of the regular chocolate milkshake too. This one tastes slightly different. I feel like the black and white and possibly the vanilla and chocolate just taste very, very similar. They shouldn't be two separate flavors, but the chocolate milkshake tastes like I'm drinking chocolate ice cream. It's really, really good. I do want to taste the non-dairy. I've never had a non-dairy milkshake before. No, it kind of just tastes like chocolate almond milk. Not for me. I believe this one is the Oreo cookie funnel cake shake. It sounds like a lot. I just feel like I have so many chocolate shakes sitting in front of me right now, and they're all starting to blend together in my mouth. I don't know what this tastes like, but it's not very good. They do make floats too. I love a good float. This is the creamsicle flavor. I believe it's radioactive orange. I don't know why it's so orange. Yeah, that's really good. All right, and this one is the classic root beer float. Delicious. It tastes so good with the vanilla custard specifically. If you want something more classically desserty, you can get their frozen custard, which comes in vanilla, chocolate, or dairy-free chocolate. They really love the dairy-free chocolate at Shake Shack. It's a choice. Let's see how the custard tastes on its own. It's delicious. The vanilla is really, really good. This is the dairy-free chocolate custard. No.
In-N-Out has 3 flavors of milkshake: vanilla, chocolate, and strawberry. But you can mix them together to create whatever flavor combination you want. I did not do that. I'm a shake purist, so I wanted to make sure that I got the actual flavors that they offer. The strawberry shake is so good. That's so good. Chocolate? Oh, no, that's really good too. And vanilla. You know, don't sleep on vanilla. People think vanilla is basic, but this is a good vanilla shake. You can also get a root beer float, which is root beer and they don't have ice cream on the menu, right? So I'm assuming it's a vanilla shake. Whatever it is, it's really good. Come on, going after A&W.
I think it looks like Shake Shack has way more milkshake options, but I think it's just a lot of the same flavors reused in different ways. Joe seemed to really enjoy the limited options that he had, so I think maybe quality over quantity, but we'll say that you can both have a point.
Starting off by comparing the burgers, this is an In-N-Out cheeseburger. Iconic. Look at that. So we have one patty with a slice of cheese, a lot of onion, some lettuce, bun, and a slice of tomato.
And we're gonna do the same with the Shack burger. Top bun, our wilted lettuce, 2 teeny tiny tomatoes, and then we have our patty. Obviously, I cannot separate the cheese from the patty. It's all kind of melted in there. And then we have our bottom bun. So a Shack burger is 162 grams.
Point goes to In-N-Out.
If that wasn't enough, at In-N-Out you can also get a double-double, which is 2 patties and 2 slices of cheese, a 3x3, which is 3 patties and 3 slices of cheese, and a 4x4, which is, you guessed it, 4 patties and 4 slices of cheese.
The Shack burger is also offered as a double, so you get 2 patties instead of 1.
Which chain gives you the biggest amount of fries? Here is an order of In-N-Out fries, and we're gonna weigh them right now. 99 grams.
Shake Shack only offers 1 size of fries. Let's see how much they weigh. An order of fries at Shake Shack is 190 grams.
Shake Shack bringing it back with the fries, that's the point.
In-N-Out gives you 4 fountain drink sizes, the small, the medium, the large, and the extra large. The small at In-N-Out, let's do 12. The medium, 18 or 19? Okay, we'll be generous and do 19. And let's do 18, because it wouldn't be 19, right? 18. I mean, this looks like it would be an extra large in most places. This is a lot. 28, between 28 and 30. If only there was a number between 28 and 30. The extra large at In-N-Out. Oh, it's exactly 40 ounces. Yo!
Drinks at Shake Shack come in 2 sizes, small and large. Let's see how much we get in the large size. This is like one of the smaller large drinks I've ever seen from a fast food casual chain. So this is 24 ounces of soda. The large drink comes out to about a little under 700 milliliters or 24 ounces.
I'm reluctantly giving the point to In-N-Out there because I think 40 ounces, too much liquid. 24 is more normal, but hey, rules are rules.
Both chains offer milkshakes in 1 size. Let's see how much milkshake you get at In-N-Out. From here, it looks like it's exactly 16 ounces. Good for you, In-N-Out.
Let's see how much milkshake you get at Shake Shack. I think that this is 450 milliliters of milkshake, almost exactly.
Shake Shack milkshake, slightly bigger, 1 point.
I think it's fair to say that with fast food, people want value for their money. We're gonna compare some prices and assign points based on how much food you're getting for what you pay.
An In-N-Out cheeseburger will cost you $3.75. That is shockingly cheap.
A cheeseburger at Shake Shack will cost you $7.49.
Okay, so the whole cheeseburger was 194 grams from earlier, remember that? So per 100, that's, okay, divide the price by the total gram weight, which was 194, but then I multiply that by 100. So that means it's $1.93 per 100 grams.
A regular cheeseburger at Shake Shack comes out to around 138 grams, meaning that it's about 5 cents per gram or $5.42 per 100 grams.
An order of fries that we got at In-N-Out was $2.30. Honestly, they should be paying me to eat these fries. Anyway, let's also find out how much it costs per 100 grams. It was 99 grams, was $2.30. A fry is not even a gram. Can we just say it's $2.30 per 100 grams? We've all collectively agreed that we're fine. So it's $2.30 per 100 grams.
At Shake Shack, an order of fries costs $4.09. An order of fries comes out to about 190 grams, making it 2 cents per gram or $2.15 per 100 grams.
In-N-Out does seem ridiculously cheap. I think that's worth a point.
Let's compare nutritional value of items that are most similar.
A Shack burger is 500 calories and contains 30 grams total fat, 12 grams saturated fat, 105 milligrams of cholesterol, and 1,250 milligrams of sodium.
An In-N-Out cheeseburger is 480 calories and contains 27 grams of total fat, 10 grams of saturated fat, 60 milligrams of cholesterol, and 1,000 milligrams of sodium.
The most calorific items on the Shake Shack menu right now are the Shack Stack at 770 calories, the spicy cheese fries with ranch at 870 calories, and the Oreo cookie funnel cake shake at 1,080 calories.
For most calorific items on the official In-N-Out menu, we saw online that the double-double with onions is 670 calories, and the strawberry shake, the regular 15 or 16 ounce, is 590 calories. Now, as you are aware, In-N-Out has a secret menu, not so secret menu. So these calories we found on third-party sites, so can't confirm that this is 100% true, but according to smart people on the internet, the 4x4 burger is 1,470 calories, The animal style fries is 750 calories, and if you get an extra large strawberry shake, it's 1,180 calories.
I'm not giving any points out for the nutrition. Live your life, I don't care.
When it comes to ingredients, In-N-Out prides itself on not freezing, pre-packaging, or microwaving any of its food. This actually might be the exact reason why the fries have such a bad rap. People really hate the In-N-Out fries, yes, including Chef David Chang, who speculates it's because they don't freeze their fries when the potatoes are in peak season. They eventually have to use potatoes that are out of season and therefore not as good. But then again, they're always bad. So I don't know about that theory. Other theories on why In-N-Out fries aren't very good include the type of potato they use and the way the fries are fried. They supposedly use Kennebec potatoes, which is definitely a unique choice for fast food restaurants. The go-to is russet potatoes.
While Shake Shack's burgers are made fresh, their infamous crinkle cut fries are frozen. In 2013, they actually switched from the frozen Yukon Gold crinkle cut fries to hand cut fries made from russet potatoes. Not only were these fries way harder to make, but people also just didn't like them. I'm not kidding, there was even a change.org petition. They ended up switching back to the frozen crinkle cut fries in the fall of 2014, but this time they worked with their manufacturer to remove the artificial ingredients and preservatives. I'll admit, I don't love Shake Shack fries. I'm not a crinkle cut kind of girl. I'm mainly there for the burgers and the shakes, but good on them for giving the people what they wanted. As for the meat used in the burgers, Shake Shack uses a custom blend of 100% Angus beef.
And In-N-Out uses 100% USDA ground chuck.
Shake Shack burgers are famously served on Martin's potato rolls. If you've ever been to a Shake Shack in person, you can see like rows and rows of Martin's potato rolls in the back. The owners, the Martin family, were exposed in 2022 for backing far-right Pennsylvania State Senator Doug Mastriano, who was seen crossing police lines during the January 6th attack on the Capitol. In 2022, a representative for Shake Shack told Insider, in regards to the actions of individuals associated with the Martin's company and their personal political donations, those are the choices of those individuals and do not express the values of Shake Shack. We continue to be in active conversations with Martin's to express our concern. Switching to another potato roll seems like a very easy thing to do for a multi-billion-dollar company like Shake Shack, but what do I know?
In-N-Out gets their buns from Puritan Bakery in Carson, California. The buns are made by using the sponge and dough process, which produces buns that can withstand condiments and meat juice without falling apart.
Another Shake Shack ingredient I have to mention is the frozen custard that they make in-house. I'm calling it an ingredient right now because it serves as a base for all of their milkshakes, and I swear this is why they taste so good. Milkshakes are typically made with ice cream. Frozen custard has all the same ingredients as ice cream, except it also includes egg yolks. So using frozen custard gives you an even richer milkshake. The milkshakes at Shake Shack are dense and sometimes hard to drink with a straw, but they taste so good.
In-N-Out was founded in 1948 in Baldwin Park, California.
And Shake Shack started out as a hot dog stand in Madison Square Park in 2001. It officially became the Shake Shack we know today in 2004.
Wow, In-N-Out's got some history behind it. That's got to be worth a point.
In-N-Out has 392 locations in the US, but all those locations are only in 7 states: California, Texas, Arizona, Nevada, Utah, Colorado, and Oregon. California has the most locations by far with 271. That means 69% of all In-N-Outs in the US are in California. A nice.
From the time of filming this, Shake Shack has 299 locations in the US. They're not region specific the way that In-N-Out is on the West Coast, but most Shake Shacks are on the East Coast. New York has the most locations with 49, but California is catching up really quickly. They currently have 40 locations. Shake Shack is also available in over 80 countries. There are over 400 locations worldwide.
I think Shake Shack gets a point there for the availability. I like the fact that it's available not just on the East Coast, but elsewhere, and even here in the UK and other parts of the world.
For the most part, I think these two chains do exist peacefully, and I think that's because they're actually not very similar. In-N-Out feels like this constant, reliable fast food chain, and Shake Shack is a fine casual chain that's constantly adding and removing things from its menu. They do a lot of seasonal stuff. The rivalry is something we as the customers created. Everyone loves to compare these two.
You know, I didn't really think there was much of a beef between Shake Shack and In-N-Out. Me personally, if I want Shake Shack, I want In-N-Out. I feel like the two don't really overlap as far as what I want from either one. That's my personal opinion. So I understand it's two businesses, they're competing, but you know, I think both have coexisted just fine.
Both chains give off different vibes that I do think are inspired by their regions. In-N-Out gives me more laid-back, beachy Americana. Shake Shack feels more minimalist and muted and modern.
In-N-Out still feels like a traditional fast food restaurant. Yes, you can eat there, but the vibe is definitely hit the drive-thru and go.
Shake Shack is for sure on the pricier side. My go-to order usually comes out to about $17. That's $17 for a bacon cheeseburger, fries, and a milkshake. The founder described the concept for Shake Shack as fine casual, so they're not shying away from how pricey it is.
This food was less expensive than almost all the fast food that we've covered on Food Wars. Also, we got a little over $100 worth of food for this shoot. It took them maybe 7 minutes to fill my order. I didn't call ahead, went in there, got everything.
Listen, I've had both, and even though taste is obviously subjective, I just think Shake Shack's burger tastes better. Like if you put both burgers in front of me without me knowing anything about them, I would always pick the Shake Shack burger as the better of the two. Aside from the delicious, crispy burgers, I just like how many options I have at Shake Shack, and it's not like they do any one food better than the other. I think the chicken and the vegetarian options are also great. The only thing I'm not a huge fan of is the plain fries, and I still think that they're better than the plain fries at In-N-Out. So
when people come and visit me in Los Angeles, which is rare because of my personality, they are like, I want to go to In-N-Out. Not with you, Joe, but I'm going to go to In-N-Out, and then later I find out that they enjoyed it and thought it was incredible.